Okay, starting with part 4 of thermodynamics. Part 4 includes thermodynamic process. Okay, now what is thermodynamic process? A procedure by which initial state of a system changes to final state. Suppose the initial state of the system is solid state, then from solid state it changes to liquid state. So for changing the substance or for changing the system from solid state to liquid state, whichever procedures or whichever process we have followed, that is thermodynamic process. So there are 7 types of thermodynamic processes: reversible, irreversible, isothermal, isobaric, isochoric, adiabatic, cyclic and free expansion. Another definition of thermodynamic processes: when two or more state variables of a system can be changed. See, now that can be explained using this example. Here the initial state of the system is this. Inside the cylinder is your system, that is ice cubes, you can say solid state, and it changes from initial state to final state. So what procedure I am following over here? The procedure is of supplying heat. So this is the procedure. So this procedure or this process can be known as thermodynamic process. Now in initial state, the state variables, that is pressure, volume, temperature, density, mass of the system is different, and when it changes or when the system changes from initial state to final state, the state variables changes. Here the temperature might be 0 degree Celsius. Of course, for ice its temperature is 0 degree Celsius, and here after heating, the ice or the solid state changes to liquid state. So there is the change in the state of the system. Here the temperature is different. It can be anything but not 0 degree Celsius, because we have supplied heat to this ice cubes, right? So here the temperature changed. Here the volume occupied by the system was different. Here the volume occupied by the system is different. So while changing the system from initial state to final state, this state variables which describes the system, they changes. So when two or more, okay, when minimum 2 or more state variables of a system can be changed by a process, that process is known as thermodynamic process. This is the definition. Now what is quasi-static process? Now in a process where state variable changes but infinitesimally slowly, that change in the state variables is so slow that the system is always under thermodynamic equilibrium. Means the 3 equilibriums, that is chemical equilibrium, mechanical equilibrium and thermal equilibrium, all the 3 are satisfied. Here see, state variables are changing, means system should not be in thermodynamic equilibrium because state variables are changing, but the change in the state variable is infinitesimal slow. So its change is that slow that you cannot identify the change, and you consider that the system is always in thermodynamic equilibrium. That type of process in which state variable changes infinitesimally slowly, so that the system is considered in thermodynamic equilibrium all the time, that type of process is known as quasi-static process, and the system that undergoes this process is known as quasi-static system. Hope you understood this. Now coming to this part. When thermodynamic system changes from initial state to final state, there might be some states in between, right? This is initial and this is final. So from initial to final, there might be some states in the between. Those are known as intermediate states. So there might be series of intermediate states, means from your first standard to 10th standard there are series of standards. So here from initial state to final state there are series of intermediate states. If we plot this intermediate states or series of intermediate states on pressure volume curve, then this series of intermediate states can be known as the path followed by the system while changing from initial state to final state. Okay, now work done during the thermodynamic process. Now work done will depend upon the path followed by the system. Some system takes long path to change from initial state to final state. At that time work done will be more. Some system will take a small path to reach from initial state to final state. At that time work done will be less. So the work done depends on the path chosen by the system to change from initial state to final state. So here initial state is A and final state is B. Initial pressure is Pi and initial volume is Vi. Final pressure is Pf, final volume is Vf. This diagram, that is pressure volume curve, shows me the paths followed by the system while changing from initial state to final state. See, the first path is direct from A to B. You can directly go from A to B. Then second path, particle or the thermodynamic system will go from initial state to an intermediate state C, then B. So this is another path that is denoted by 2, second path. Third path can be, it will come from A to D and then B. So these are the 3 paths which are shown in this curve. There can be many other paths. Along from many other paths, only 3 paths are shown in this curve or pressure volume diagram. Okay. So let's study all the 3 paths one by one. So in first path, from A to B, what happens from in first path? See, when the particle is at initial state, let's see the pressure at initial state, that is Pi. And what you'll say about the volume? Volume will be Vi. So at initial point, pressure is Pi and volume is Vi. Then it is traveling from A to B. Now at B, let's see what has happened to the pressure. Pressure has become final pressure has decreased. See, the graph is coming downwards, means the pressure has decreased. And what will you say about the volume? Let's see it on the axis of the volume. See, it has come on this side. So if I mark the numbers, of course at this point the number will be higher than the number at this point, right? So final pressure, let me write it as Vf, final pressure will be more. At final state, pressure decreases, means while coming from initial state to final state, pressure has decreased. And what will you say about the volume? Volume has increased. So that thing is written over here in path 1. If the particle or if the system follows path 1, then the pressure decreases and volume increases. So here the work done by the system, as the volume increases, work done by the system will be positive. And the curve, okay, now the area shown by the curve or the area under the curve 1 represents what? Represents the work done. Let us see where is the area under the curve. Okay, from here, for initial state we have the line over here, means iske baad mein. Before this we don't have, this is the initial volume, means whatever we will be having after this point. What can you say about your final state? Okay, after this final state we don't have anything. This is our final volume. So this area under the curve shows the work done by the system. Okay. Now coming to part 2, followed by the system to change from initial state to final state, that is from A to B. Now in this case the particle moves from A to C, then from C to B. Let's see what happens when the particle moves from A to C. Okay, now when the particle is at A, initial pressure, this is the initial state, right? So initially the pressure is Pi and initially the volume is Vi. Okay, now when it is moving towards C, now it has reached C. Let's see what has happened to the pressure. Pressure remains same, means pressure remains constant when the particle or when the system is moving from A state to C state. Pressure remains constant but volume increases. See, if you see at C state, here will be the point of the volume, that this will be the final volume from A to C, means the volume has increased and pressure is constant. I have written that pressure Pi is constant and volume increases from Vi to Vf. Now let's see from C to B, because we want to reach this final state. Then what will happen from C to B? From C, at C the pressure is Pi. Now the particle is or the system is changing its state, coming to the final state, that is B. At B, which is my final state, what is my pressure? Pressure is Pf. Again see, the pressure has reduced. Okay, the pressure has reduced and the volume is constant while coming from C. At C the volume was Vf, and again after reaching B, that is final state, the volume is again same. So while coming from C to B, what changes? Pressure changes, and that too it decreases from Pi to Pf. And what happens to the volume? volume remains constant, that is Vf, that I have written here. While coming from C to B, volume Vf remains constant and pressure decreases from Pi to Pf. So when the system changes, or when the system follows part 2, while changing from initial state to final state, work done is represented by the area under the curve. So let's see how you will draw this. Whatever area we have, that is under volume, initial volume. Before initial volume we don't have anything, so it will be towards this side, or the shaded, this side will be my shaded portion. Okay, but till where? Before this final volume, because after final volume we don't have anything. So this area under the curve is my work done while following part 2, or the work done by the system while changing from A to B following part 2. This is my path 2, that is from A to C, then C to B. Okay, now the third path, in which my particle again changes from initial state to final state. My particle is nothing but my system, okay, so do not get confused. In this, the system moves from A state to D state, and then from D state to B state. Let's see what happens, or what is the pressure and volume when the particle, or when the system is at A state. At A state the pressure is Pi, and the volume, if you check, it is Vi, initial state, right? For initial state the volume is Vi. So when the particle comes from A to D, the pressure is Pi and the volume is Vi. Wait, when the particle is at D state, what will be the pressure? Pressure will be Pf, means again the pressure has decreased, but the volume remains constant while coming from A state to D state. So I have written that volume Vi remains constant, but the pressure decreases from Pi to Pf while coming from A state to D state. Now my particle will go from D state to the final state, that is my B state. So while traveling from D state to B state, what will happen to the pressure? Pressure will remain same, but the volume changes. Volume initially at D it was Vi, but when you come from D state to B state, the volume increases, Vf. See, I have written that from D state to B state, pressure Pf, see the pressure from D to B, pressure remains constant, but volume increases from Vi to Vf. So let's see the area under the curve. See, we have whatever we have after initial volume. So this side and before final volume. So this area under the curve represents the work done while following path 3. Okay? Now what conclusion can you draw from the 3 paths? Amount of work done is not same, right? See, here the amount of work done shown by the orange shaded part, and here the amount of work done, and here the amount of work done. In all the 3 cases the amount of work done is not same. So what can you say? Work done by a system depends not only on the initial and the final state, but also on the paths along which the changes takes place. Means what? Work done depends on the path, right? See, here what path it followed, here another path is followed, here another path is followed. So work done depends on whom? Work done depends on the paths and also on the initial state and the final state. Okay, so this was the conclusion about the paths. Now, if heat is added during thermodynamic process, a process is going on where the system changes from initial state to final state. That is my thermodynamic process. In that process, if heat is added, then what will happen? Okay, that or we can also say that thermodynamic state of a system, thermodynamic state, that is nothing but from initial state to final state. We can move the system from, we can change the system from initial state to final state by adding heat to it. You can also say this, or you can also say this during thermodynamic process, means while the system is changing from initial state to final state, if heat is added, then what will happen? It is one and the same thing. Okay, now see, here we have 2 cases. In first case we'll be adding heat, in second case we'll not be adding heat, but then also we will see the changes in the system. So let's first consider the system, then I'll come to the first part. If you did understand this, I'll explain you once again. It is nothing but heat is added during a thermodynamic process. A thermodynamic process is taken into account, that is in a system is changing from its initial state to final state, and while that process heat is added. Only that much I have told before. Okay. Now let's see the system over here before understanding heat added during a thermodynamic process. Here we have considered a thermodynamic system. Now what is thermodynamic system? Thermodynamic system is nothing but it consists of an ideal gas, and that ideal gas is enclosed in a cylinder. If there is a cylinder, there will be a movable, frictionless and massless piston. So this is our thermodynamic system, which consists ideal gas enclosed in a cylinder with movable, frictionless and massless piston. ये कंसिडर कर लिया. करना क्या है, वी वांट टू चेंज इनिशियल वॉल्यूम VI टू फाइनल वॉल्यूम VF, मतलब हमको हमारे सिस्टम का वॉल्यूम चेंज करना है. So first process is isothermal expansion of gas. We will expand the gas. Of course, if the gas will expand, its volume will increase by keeping temperature constant. Here we are keeping the temperature constant. That is the reason we are saying it as isothermal expansion. So for your method is, we'll take a volume VI of an ideal gas. Okay. This is my initial state. Then what will happen? I'll supply heat to the system. Heat is applied to the system. Now here the heat is supplied in such a way that it is in a controlled manner. The supply of the heat is in a controlled manner in such a way that it expands at constant temperature. Though heat is here at initial state, the temperature of the gas is 300 Kelvin. At initial state, the temperature of the gas is 300 Kelvin. Now here, though the heat is supplied to the system, but the temperature of the system will remain constant. That is 300 Kelvin. So here, when the heat is supplied to the system, it should be supplied in a controlled manner and slowly, so that the temperature of the system remains constant, or the temperature of the gas remains constant, and it expands. Okay. Now where does this heat goes then? This heat is absorbed by the system. This heat is absorbed by the system. Now what happens? Here the heat is absorbed by the system. The gas molecules of the system strikes the piston and loses their momentum, and the momentum is gained by the piston, and the piston moves out. That means the volume of the gas expands. So here we have supplied heat to the system. System absorbs the heat and its gas molecules, and the molecules of the system gains energy, and they strike the piston and lose their momentum to the piston, and the piston moves out. Okay. Okay, now if the system is absorbing heat, so heat will be positive, and the system is performing work on the piston. The system is doing the work on the piston, so your work done will also be positive. So you understood this isothermal expansion. See, temperature remains constant at initial state and at final state. That is 300 Kelvin, but there is expansion of gas. So this type of expansion is known as isothermal expansion. Here we have supplied heat using a burner. Okay. Now coming to second case. This is sudden uncontrolled expansion of the gas. This is not under our control, and it is very sudden. In this case, no heat is supplied and no work is done by the system. Still there is uncontrolled expansion of the gas. Such type of expansion is known as free expansion. Okay. Now same thermodynamic system is considered, consisting an ideal gas enclosed in a cylinder with mixed frictionless, massless, movable piston. But here one more thing is added, that this whole thermodynamic system is kept in an isolation box, or you can say it is surrounded, this purple color. It is surrounded with the insulating material, is surrounded with an insulating material, or it is kept in an insulating box. Now what is insulating? Means there is no exchange of heat between your system and the environment. Okay, between your system and the environment. No heat can enter your system, and no heat can go out from your system to environment. बिल्कुल भी हीट का ट्रांसफ़र नहीं होने वाला, ना ही तो एनवायरनमेंट से सिस्टम में, ना ही सिस्टम से एनवायरनमेंट में. सो दिस इज़ योर सिस्टम. Thermodynamic system is surrounded with an insulating material. Now your cylinder is divided into two compartments. Okay, is divided into two compartments, X and Y, and this is divided using a thin breakable partition. This is a thin breakable partition which can break. Now in X compartment the volume of the gas is Vi. Now this volume is same as this volume of the gas used in the first case. Here the temperature of the gas is also 300 Kelvin as it was in my first case. Now here let's say the volume of the gas is Vi dash. Now why we are saying it as Vi dash? Here it is vacuum. Here there is no gas, but no gas materials, no any other materials. It is totally vacuum. Now what happens after some time, this partition, as it is thin and breakable, it breaks and the gas starts entering from this part to from X compartment to Y compartment. After some time we notice that X compartment and Y compartment, both the X compartment and Y compartment, or you can say Y compartment, is filled with the gas, or both the compartments are filled with the gas. Now if you see in the first case, the volume of the gas is less as compared to this is your initial state, this is your final state. If you compare the volume of the gas in both the cases, at final state the volume of the gas is more. See, here it is expansion of the gas. The volume has increased from Vi to Vf, right? So this type of expansion is known as free expansion. And what is this final volume? This final volume is nothing but volume of the gas in X compartment and the volume of the gas in Y compartment, that is Vi dash. So you understood this, and this is nothing. Here we didn't have anything, just the gas in X compartment has occupied the space or occupied the empty place in Y compartment. Only that has happened, and here we can say that as the free space in the Y compartment is occupied by the gas, we say that the volume of the gas increases. Hope you understood. Now in this case, work is not done by the system. See, the position of the system in initial state and in final state and in intermediate state, it is same. So work is not done by the system. So I have written work done is 0. You can see any burner applied over here or any heat entering the system. No, we have used an insulating material. We have surrounded our cylinder with insulating material. This is my cylinder. I have surrounded it with insulating material. So no heat. Still there is expansion of gas. So such type of expansion of gas, and here the expansion was sudden. Suddenly this thin partition broke and it was uncontrolled expansion of the gas. I could not control. So such type of expansion is known as free expansion, in which no heat is supplied, no work is done by the system, still there is expansion of gas. So what can be the conclusion? I can say when an ideal gas undergoes free expansion, there is no change of the temperature. Here the temperature is 300 Kelvin, so here also the temperature will be 300 Kelvin. Final state in both the cases is same. See, here also the final volume of the the final volume of the system or the gas is Vf, and here also the final volume of the gas is Vf. So in both the cases, final state in both the cases is same. Intermediate states are different. Yes, of course, here the intermediate state is of breaking this partition, and here the intermediate state is of supplying the heat. Yes, the path is different. What is intermediate state? It is nothing but the path is different. But initial and final states are same. Initially volume is Vi, finally volume is Vf. Even in this case, initially volume is Vi, but final case volume is Vf, means the volume has increased. So what can you say? A final conclusion. In first case, there is exchange of heat. Yes, of course, we have applied burner over there. In second case, there is no exchange of heat. Yes, no burner is applied over here. And also the system does not do any work at all. Of course, the system has not moved the piston at all. There, system has applied, our system has done work on the piston. See, if you see, the piston has moved, right? Also the heat is supplied in the first case, but in second case there is no heat supplied, no work done. Hence, what can you say? Transfer of heat to a system also depends on the path. Here what we have concluded? In this case we have concluded that work done, not in this case, this is about the heat added during a thermodynamic. In this case, about work done during a thermodynamic process. In this we have concluded that work done depends on the path. Work done depends on the path. I have shown that how much amount of work is done, that depends upon the path followed. Even in this case, now here we were studying about heat added. So what we concluded, that the heat transferred to the system also depends on the path we follow while going from initial state to final state. Here the heat transfer was not required in this path, but in this path heat transfer was required. So heat transfer also depends on the path followed by you to change the state of the system, or to change the system from initial state to final state. Hope you understood this.